Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to the Daily Devotionals with Tola. So previously, I left off talking about revival when we talk about in the career space, right? For some of you, you should be stepping up to leadership. You should be pillars in the community. You should be pillars in your healthcare, in your industry, whether it's healthcare, whether it's banking, finance, construction, and politics, because God will do a revival in your life and also use you to bring revival in that arena. And you continuing to remain in the pit will prevent the future revival that is needed. And so, continuing to talk about financial revival also means trusting God to help us out of that financial pit. It may be you invested in something and it has drained you. Just like I talked about entrepreneurship, maybe the Lord told you to start a business, and in the past, you've invested and you've invested and you've invested, and now you're questioning if your investment is going to bring fruit. The seed or the parable of the sower in the book of Matthew tells us how the sower went out and sowed and spread scattered seed. Some brought forth nothing because the rocks, as soon as they sprang up, the rocks kind of choked them out. There was no nutrition. For some, the birds came and pecked and picked. And for some, on the prophet side, received or brought forth a profit of 30, some 60, and some a hundredfold, I believe. But trusting God for your finances, when you look at the percentages of profit and you trust God and you believe in Him that whatever seed you've sown, I pray that your seed will bring forth 100%. That's the prayer you should be praying first of all. And we should also be praying against errors, mistakes, losses. But I know the process of financial revival causes you to trust God more. When you've experienced a loss and yet you believe in Him, yet you believe the vision He gave you, yes, you trust that He told you, He laid it on your heart to start this business. When you've gone through something, and I'm focusing on the business owners right now, what you learn from losing will help you when you start winning. In my first business, I lost a lot of money. But what I learned helped me when I started the next one. Some of you are so afraid of losing that you only care about the destination and not the journey. But entrepreneurship is a spiritual journey. It's not just a financial journey. It's a journey in which you have to trust God. And I talk about this more in my book, The Emancipation. It's a devotional. Trust God on this journey. Trust Him to liberate you financially. Trust Him to bring you as you're doing the right thing, as you're being courageous, as you're charging your worth. Trust Him that He has led you. And for that person who maybe you're in a career field and you're not making enough, or you should be making more, but you can't find a job to pay you more, ask, ask God to help you, right? That's where we are right now. Ask Him to open your eyes to see, is there a certification I should be getting? Is there a particular program? Do I need to further my education? Talk to God. Let the Holy Spirit lead you. Before you talk to a counselor or a coach, talk to God first. Sit in the place of prayer. So many people want to pay off debt, but the secret to paying off debt is increasing your income. But before you go and talk to a coach or a person, ask the Holy Spirit. The answer may not be to take on more debt, meaning going back to school, getting student loans. The answer might be changing jobs, asking for a raise, which I've done that, I believe, at least the last 3 or 4 jobs or positions I had. I always ask for a raise. I don't wait for anybody to offer me a raise. I will ask you for it. I will outline my contributions, my wins, the changes, and I will ask for a raise. And I believe that while we work for others, if you're in a position where you work for a business or corporation, as children of God, this is what I believe. The Lord gives us a divine compensation plan while you're working for others. I don't believe His will is for you to struggle. Your struggle may not be because you're making less, it could be your spending habits. It could be lack of managing your money well. Maybe you're not just managing what you're getting, you're not keeping enough. And this could be that pit for you, the pits that you need to get out of, the pit of credit card debt, the pit of student loans, the pit of bad investments, the pit of horrible money management skills, the pit of overspending, the pit of emotional spending. This could be that pit of confusion, disorder, disarray, turbulence, pandemonium, this large hole that you cannot get out of. And one thing that also helps with getting out of the hole is giving. Giving while you're waiting to get out of the pit. Don't spend it all on yourself. You should be giving. You should be helping others because that also exposes the state of your heart when you cannot give to anybody. Either you're tight or helping the poor, helping the sick. When you cannot give of your time, your energy to help others, it shows the state of your heart. When you're asking God for help, but you have not yet opened up to help anybody, it shows the state of your heart. So, for anyone who feels in a state of financial tumult or destruction, the first step should be asking God for mercy. Ask God for mercy. You know how you got there. For some of you, it's not your fault. Life happened. The car broke down, the house, whatever happened, it's not your fault, but still ask God for mercy. Ask God for mercy and then ask God for help. And then you ask people for help. You take the next step. You talk to a financial coach, a career coach, a leadership coach, or counselor. Get the help that you need from people so that that change can truly happen and that change can be lasting.